Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Video Game Book Club's ClubCast number 8. I'm Clay, and that beautiful man you were looking at is Daniel with the green earbud in his ear.
That's me.
That is him. How are you today, Daniel?
I'm great. I got some great pickups here lately.
Oh yeah?
Spent way too much money.
Tell me all about them because I don't know what they are.
Yeah, well, you do because you were there.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I mean, I got a ton of games, a lot of cartridge games. I actually got a Game Gear, which I've never had.
Nice.
It was $15.
Yeah.
And then the games were like $2 and $3. So I got
Not
a Game
bad.
Gear and probably about 8 games.
You'll make up for that in batteries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam's Club batteries.
There you go.
So I mean, that's probably the thing I like the most out of it.
Yeah.
I also got a Gun Con for PlayStation 2 for $10, and it came with a game, some vampire something. I never heard of it before.
Yeah.
I just wanted the Gun Con.
That's cool.
I don't even remember what else I got. I mean, I got a ton of stuff. I got Ease 3 for Super
yeah.
Nintendo. So I was really excited about that. I've never played
any
of the old Ease games.
Very nice.
So anytime I see an RPG for the first time in a store, I've got to buy that.
Sweet. I know Happy Console Gamer loves the Ease series.
Yeah. Tried buying the Donkey Kong Land games, but the guy wanted more than I was willing to pay for them.
He wanted more than they were worth.
Yeah. Well, and when I try to haggle with him, his answer was no.
Yeah.
You can take all of them for more money than I was originally asking.
Yeah.
So no.
Absolutely not, sir.
No, that's not how this works.
Not at all.
I picked up Splatoon, if that counts, which I'm sure we'll get to.
Splatoon absolutely counts.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I got a ton of stuff. I mean, actually, I have that picture. I can just look at that picture and see if there's anything else important. Did you buy anything?
Splatoon. Some other things that we'll talk about later.
Crap ton of amiibo.
Yep. And I got the limited edition, collector's edition BioShock 2 with the
the
record
right.
that it was still sealed.
Oh yeah, it's pretty much in mint condition. Other than it didn't have the
original game
console slipcase on it, but
and the actual
even if you
game
got it, it was just the slipcase would have gone into storage because you want that.
I want that.
How cool that box looks! This thing would stop trying to follow me.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
I got Doom 3, the BFG edition on PlayStation 3.
Nice.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Doom 3 is actually a really solid game. I'm really looking forward to Doom 4.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I've got that. I got a clear blue Dreamcast controller.
Oh, yeah.
I got a game I've actually wanted for a long time. Nightmare Before Christmas. I think it's called like Boogie's Revenge on Xbox.
Yeah.
You actually play as like Jack Skellington and everything. I've wanted that game for a long time, but everyone wants too much money for it. So I got a pretty good deal on that. Shadowgate 64.
Yeah.
Excited about that. A bunch of other 64 games, just basic ones like South Park, Shadows of the Empire, Turok 1 and 2. I had a really good weekend. I accidentally bought a second copy of Star Tropics.
I thought you had one.
I was so impressed with the low price, I bought it. And I was like, yeah, I've been wanting this game forever. And then I realized I bought it already.
I thought you had bought one. I didn't know.
Yeah. It was a good learning experience because it pushed me to go back and recatalog my games.
Yeah.
So I've been going on doing Google spreadsheets for the games I own.
Yeah.
So in the future, hopefully, as long as I have cell phone service, that won't happen again.
You always have cell phone service.
But yeah, it was a great. It's been a great last week for spending money on more things to sit on shelves in my apartment.
You know, it happens. Wait until you get a house and you fill up an entire room with it.
Yeah, well, that's what I was like. I don't know, we talked about this weekend a little bit. Like, I've been thinking about moving into a bigger place. And I was like, I'm looking around and like, the only reason I need to move into a bigger place is because I have so much
stuff. So
many games. Like, I have a huge cabinet behind me, completely full of games. I've got this shelf full of games. I've got some more in my closet. They just kind of pile up.
Yeah, they just keep going. They don't stop.
Well, like they're literally just starting to pile up right there because I don't have room in my shelf to put them.
Yeah.
So now like he's just over there guarding some. I don't know. I bought like a ton of original Xbox games. I got like Animal Crossing for the Wii for $2.
All
And,
right.
Mario Kart for the Wii for $2. And I was like, I didn't have them, and they only wanted $2 for it. So yeah, I'll buy it.
Why not? I want them.
But that's part of the sickness, I guess.
Of course. Everything's part of the sickness.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to go to any Best Buy for the Nintendo World Championships? Because there was only 8 of them that were offering it.
Yeah, I went to a Best Buy.
Yeah.
They were not doing Nintendo World Championships.
Because we're not in California.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I understand.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like the disappointed parent talking to Nintendo right now. I understand why you did what you did, Nintendo, but it doesn't make it okay.
No, it doesn't make it okay at all. But whatever.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Sucks.
Yeah, it does, but it's over. It's done with.
So, did they only take one finalist from each one? Because I saw their announcement that they just did, and they said they have 16 finalists.
I think what they were doing, if I heard correctly, was that they were taking those 8 that won, and then they were selecting 8 more on their own.
Yeah. Well, and I knew they were selecting some more, but I didn't know that they were double, like half of the people that were going to be there were just people they wanted to come.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still excited about it. I wish that they had done something that I wish we were given more time.
Yeah.
To be able to actually attend or go to have one that was a little closer.
Yeah. That'd have been nice, but whatever. It happens.
It's not like we would have won.
No, I probably.
It still would have been like one of those experiences. Like
it's like, yeah, I tried out for the Nintendo World Championships. What about it?
It's happened twice in my lifetime,
and I didn't get to play either of them.
I never got a chance to be told you're just average. Daniel.
Yeah, you're an average game player. Not very good.
I get that chance to be told that a lot, but not directly by Nintendo.
Yeah, they don't tell me that to my face.
Did see where they announced they basically. Oh no, they didn't. Basically, they actually did now confirm that Zelda 1 is going to be one of the games
at the E3 or whatever. Not the E3 tournament, but the actual.
Yeah. No, yeah, it is. I mean, it is the E3 tournament.
Yeah.
It happens the weekend before E3, right?
Yeah.
Is it the Sunday, the same day as the Bethesda conference?
I'm not sure on dates.
Yeah, I think I'm not sure either, but I'm pretty sure it's the Sunday because the Bethesda conference isn't until like 10 o'clock at night.
Nice.
Yeah, but I mean, I know I'm going to watch the Nintendo World Champions.
Yeah.
Chips. I mean, honestly, I'm not going to lie. I wouldn't mind like having people over and watching it as like a group, like as an event. But then I'm worried if I actually invite people over to do that, it's going to wind up being super, super lame. And not like the wizard lame, like Nintendo doesn't know what they're doing anymore lame.
Yeah, they kind of showed that with their choices for the qualifying games with Super Mario Brothers 3, and Dr. Mario? Is that what they used?
Yeah.
They used Dr. Mario?
I mean, they used the games, and I guess it was just from the NES remix.
The NES remix, the Nintendo World Championship, like, portion of it. So it was already made, people had already been playing it, and they just used that. And
it was on the 3DS.
Yeah, it was the
3DS version.
Yeah. So people had time to practice and all this other stuff.
I mean, it's still awesome they did that.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully the actual tournament has a little more work in it. I saw where they said that it's going to be a mix of new and old games.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, my hope is that, like, the qualifying round will be like, you're going to do Zelda 1. And then if you do really good at Zelda 1, your next round is going to be like something new, like Zelda Wii U. Because, I mean, that would be a modern game.
Yeah.
You know, maybe they'll do something old on Nintendo that was a fighting game, and then do something with Smash 4. Maybe they'll do Rad Racer on Nintendo, and then, I mean, they probably won't do Rad Racer because it's not a Nintendo IP.
Yeah.
But maybe they'll do, like, I don't know, an old F-Zero, and then do the F-Zero track on Mario Kart.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's so easy to think of these things, and then
Nintendo's just like, Nintendo play Punch-Out.
Disappoints me again. I mean, even do Punch-Out, then do Wii Punch-Out.
Yeah.
It's that easy to match the games up, to match them up. I mean, come on, Nintendo.
They don't care.
Or do Punch-Out, and then you have to play Smash as Little Mac,
or against Little Mac,
or against the level 9 Little Mac, or something.
There you go.
Or against 7 level 9 Little Macs.
Yeah.
And whoever lasts the longest.
Because you're not gonna win that.
Yeah, whoever lasts the longest wins. Well, I don't know if you're one of the 8.
Yeah, you'd probably
people
win.
that qualified.
Win.
Maybe you do know how to play all that kind of stuff really well.
I don't.
I mean, obviously you have to be pretty legit at those games that you played then.
Yeah.
So hopefully you're also still legit, like with more modern games, but
instead of the ones that you could practice for.
Yeah. I mean, I probably don't sound like it, but I'm honestly super pumped for this thing. I'm about to just order some pizza, get a 6-pack, have a couple of people over. They can bring their own 6-packs because that's not my problem.
BYOB people.
Sit here and chill and watch this and text you the whole time. Be like, oh my gosh, they didn't do what I said.
we should Periscope, and that way we can watch it live together.
We'll just both watch it online, and we'll just have our computers open on a Skype call.
Yes.
And I won't invite anybody over. I'll have my 6-pack, my pizza, and you can have your 6-pack and your pizza.
Yes.
And we'll just have a viewing party, just the two of us.
That'll work. I'll do it. I'm in.
But hopefully it's good. I mean, I'm not going to set myself up to be disappointed.
Yeah.
But I am probably set up to be disappointed.
Yeah. Like the announcement they did for it was really cool. And and everybody was pumped for it. And then it was like, here's these 3 games we're doing on the 3DS, on the NES remix that you can practice for. And it's like, oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
So hopefully they step it up here.
But I mean, man, ever since I got the Wii U and I started really getting back into Nintendo a lot this year. I mean, ever since that, it's just been one disappointment after another. I mean, amiibo shortages, Nintendo World Championships using the 3DS version of NES Remix.
Yeah.
Zelda Wii U getting delayed.
Mm-hmm.
I still hold to the fact that it's probably going to be a
next console game. Yeah,
because that's exactly what they did with Twilight Princess, and you're gonna want something big.
And
not to get off topic too far, but you're gonna want something big to launch. And then it also just really made me depressed because that means I'm not going to see another game like 3D World on the Wii U.
Yeah, that's probably out the window.
Which sucks because 3D World probably made me start playing games more than I've played in a long. I mean, I showed you my times on that Zelda Wind Waker, and it was like days where I played 14 hours straight, and I haven't done that in years.
Yeah,
since we were in college.
Yeah. We don't get the time to anymore.
No, but I made time for those games.
So, speaking of Nintendo's disappointments that they've caused you, what about this amiibogeddon last Friday?
It was a lot better than the last one.
Very much so. Surprisingly so. It was much better.
I'm disappointed. I couldn't get a NES.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anybody out there listening wants a inbox Jigglypuff for a NES? I got an extra inbox Jigglypuff. NES is. I got towed from GameStop the other day, so now that'll mean NES will be the only amiibo I don't have.
Yeah.
And he's probably the one I wanted the most.
Well, that's good that you're getting him at least.
Yeah.
I actually went out to Walmart on Thursday night at midnight because we were told that they were doing Silver Mario release, and that was the only one for Wave 4 that I didn't actually have locked down. So I got to Walmart, told me no, they weren't doing it. So I went home and cruised the subreddit for a little while, and people were mentioning go to Meijer. Meijer's doing it. Didn't even think about it. got up, went to Meyer, and I got every one of them except Robin and Lucina. It was actually a lot easier. There was like 4 people there. And I got my Silver Mario. I got you a Silver Mario.
And you got me all those other ones.
Yeah, and then the next day I didn't feel so special when you took a picture of Toys R Us and they were all there.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to say. So, like, I also went to Walmart at midnight. I was told they were going to do it.
Uh-huh.
No one else was there waiting. I was standing there. And I asked the guys, like, are you guys bringing out the amiibos in Splatoon at midnight?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, oh, no, we don't do that. And I was like, it's a new game release. You guys don't put it out at midnight? He's like, no, we only do that for major games. And he's like, you can call tomorrow and ask. You can call in the morning to see what time we put out the stuff. And I was like, by the time I call, they're all going to be gone.
Yeah, they'll be gone.
So I left and I called Meyer, and they said there was like 40 or 50 people in line. So I was like, that's not even worth going out there for.
Wow.
Because she even said, like, she's like, there's like 40 or 50 people here in line, and we don't have very many of these amiibos anyways. So most of these people aren't going to get it.
Yeah,
so my plan originally was I was going to go in the morning and wait at Toys R Us.
Yeah.
But someone at work decided to schedule a meeting at 10 o'clock that I couldn't get out of. So I had to go to work. I went to Target before work.
Mm-hmm.
And Target was supposed to have limits on how many they were selling to people.
Supposed to, yeah.
But I was like 11th or 12th in line.
Yeah.
And the first 2 people bought 2 each because I guess they, were...
They knew the limit.
No, and they knew the limit.
Yeah.
And then Target sold the third person, like, all the amiibos.
That's nice. Wow.
So they asked for all of them. Target put them all in their cart, and I just walked away. So I didn't actually stay to see if, like, the transaction went through or anything. I don't know if, like, there was something...
Yeah.
Maybe they could add something to their POS to not allow more than 2 sold or something. But, yeah, they put them all... They let them all... Let them get them all.
That's awful.
I just walked away.
Then
Target. I went to work, incredibly disappointed. But anyways, you try to go Target?
Yeah, I went to Target only because I'd heard like horrible stories of how their shipping works. That I was fearful for my Jigglypuff since I only got 1, so I figured they would try to squish her into a box that was too small.
Did it get there okay?
Yeah, it was fine.
I got both mine. They were both great. One had a little bit of a crease, so I opened that one.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of a bend in the top cardboard, but you can't see it. So
yeah.
I went to get one just for that reason, and I was 12th in line, and they were doing 2 per person, but you could get like 2 of one character. But everyone in front of me, our Target got 12 Jigglypuff. And everybody in front of me was getting 1 and like 1 Jigglypuff and a Silver Mario, or 1 Jigglypuff and a Charizard, So I was like, all right, I'm going to get a Jigglypuff. Everybody does this. Somebody got 2. One jerk got 2 Jigglypuff and knocked me out of it. And when he got 2 and I saw him walking away, I was like, well, okay, I'm out of here. Because I was talking to everybody else, and they were like, yeah, we're all going to get at least 1 Jigglypuff each. And I was like, okay, well, I have mine ordered, so I'm just going to go home and go back to sleep because it's 7 in the morning. I don't want to be up right now.
Well, and then you woke up and you went to Toys R Us because you already had Greninja pre-ordered, and then you already had everything else pre-ordered at GameStop.
Yeah.
So you were really out trying to help me out.
Yeah, and basically that's the only reason that
and Silver Mario.
Yeah, that's why I was out at midnight. I had really no reason to go to any of the stores Friday morning. I just did because it's fun, kind of. And but then I went to, like, everybody was freaking out about getting to Toys R Us and all this stuff. And I'm just like, I'm going to go get my Greninja.
Yeah.
So I go and I'm waiting in line. And I mean, I'm at the back of the line and it's packed. And they had some Robin and stuff, and it sold out to the people who were in the front. And then they were like, oh, by the way, all the Greninja we have are for pre-order, so there's 10. And just like half the line leaves. And I'm just standing there like, yeah, that's what's up. That's what you get for standing in line for 2 hours.
So I went to Target, and then I went to work.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there about 10 minutes before that meeting, which is also 10 minutes before Toys R Us opens.
Yeah.
I get an email saying the meeting's canceled.
Oh no!
So I was like,
That's
well,
awful.
I hate everything about today. And I'm just sitting there in like amiibo depression, and like it's like 11:30.
Yeah.
And like I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna call Toys R Us. So I call Toys R Us, and I'm like, this is a stupid question, but do you have any of the amiibo left? So I don't think you had told me. Like you had told me that you got me a Silver Mario, but I didn't realize you had bought me the other ones.
Yeah.
And the dude was like, oh yeah, we got plenty of them left.
Nice.
So I was like, so if I like leave right now and head over there, you'll still have like Greninja? And he was like, oh yeah, absolutely. So I immediately just stand up and tell the guy sitting next to me, I gotta go buy toys. Because they've heard me talking about the amiibos. Like they saw like when I got Jigglypuff, I was at work.
Yeah.
So I mean, I told them all about it. Then the one guy he plays MMO, so he can't judge me.
Yeah, not at all.
The other dude just keeps popping out babies. I mean, he doesn't. His wife does.
Yeah, that would be hard.
No, I'm just joking. They just have two. They just had their second here recently. They brought her in. She was a baby. It's better than anything I've ever made, so I can't judge. But anyways, oh man, the guy who plays MMOs might play this. He knows I'm talking about him. I played the same game. Like I'm just joking around. Final Fantasy 14, the MMO.
Oh, awesome. Nice, gotcha.
Yeah, there's an expansion pack comes out then at the end of the month. It's so cool. And they added this card game to the game. It's based off the card game Final Fantasy 8.
Yeah.
This game is like the most fan surface game ever. I love it. It's amazing because I love Final Fantasy, so obviously they knew exactly what they were doing when they made that game. But anyways, so I run to Target's right across the river. It takes about 10 minutes to get there. And right there, they literally have just a crap ton of amiibos left. I've never seen that many amiibos in one place.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got everything except for Robin and Lucina.
Of course.
Or they've got one character per purchase limit. So I bought the one Greninja.
Yeah.
You told me, you like texted me right before then that, or like I called you right before I left.
Yeah.
And you told me that all those other ones were for me.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to buy any of the others, which I like. And that's the thing, like this was like right now, I'm sure everything is sold out at every store.
It is.
But everything was not sold out at least the stores near here.
Yeah.
The minute they open like normal, which is a step in the right direction.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's nice. I heard the 3-pack of Splatoon characters is pretty hard to find now at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is sad since it's the only way you can get the squid.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
There was other stores near that Toys R Us I went to.
Yeah.
So I mean all I did, I took my lunch break early basically.
Yeah.
So I went to Best Buy.
Mm-hmm.
They still had the 3-pack and Pac-Man.
Yeah.
I went to Target. They didn't have anything.
Of course.
And then I went to GameStop, and they still had like Pac-Man, the 2 individual Inklings, the 3-pack, and a crap ton of Silver Mario. I said they had not sold a single Silver Mario.
Wow.
So the day of, it was still pretty good. And they actually said, like, if I had been there at opening, I would have got a NES. Because they didn't sell their last NES till 30 minutes after they opened.
That's awful.
Yeah. So that was my chance.
That stinks. Stinks real bad.
Yeah. But no, I'm it's still really frustrating. Like, because I mean, I have a job. You know, it's kind of a big deal for me to just get up and leave.
Yeah.
At 10 o'clock when Toys R Us opens.
Yeah.
But it was handled a lot better than it's been in the past. It's still not ideal.
Not at all.
And hopefully in like a week, like 2 weeks after the release date, they'll get a restock at some of the stores.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
Obviously not the same numbers. And that kind of surprised me that your Toys R Us only had 10 Greninjas because the Toys R Us up here, and it's not even the main Toys R Us up here, got like 80.
Yeah.
Like when I went, there was still 25 Greninjas left. And it was an hour and a half after they opened.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah.
That's always good to hear. And I know how Amazon did theirs actually worked out pretty well for them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Other than, I mean, Robin and Lucinda, of course, go up and down in 15 seconds. That's not Amazon's fault.
It was crazy. I've never seen something sell out that fast in my life.
Yeah.
Pac-Man was actually still listed today when I looked earlier for $12.99.
Namco was like, "No, you're gonna make enough of these."
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of is that Namco was like, "Yeah, you can use our character, and yeah, you can make this toy out of him, but this is the minimum number you have to make because
$2 billion.
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I mean, other than Pac-Man does have a cartoon that I guess is kind of popular right now.
Yeah.
But it's a younger Pac-Man, and obviously the amiibo statue is based off of, like Pac-Man World. Did you ever play it? Like they're on, I think they're on PlayStation and PlayStation 2, GameCube, all those systems.
Yeah, I never played them, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, kind of like Mario games, but with Pac-Man, and that's what. I mean, when I look at it, that's what that Pac-Man looks like. He looks like the Pac-Man, a more classic style Pac-Man, not the new. The new Pac-Man's like a high school kid, I guess, or a junior high kid. And he's got all kinds of tood.
Oh yeah, because that's edgy.
Yeah, and he like eats dots and gets towers and stuff.
That's awful.
If I was a kid, I'd like it, but he's not my Pac-Man. Yeah. Not my Pac-Man.
No, our Pac-Man goes wow wow wow.
Hashtag not my Pac-Man. He does that too.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. But yeah, the Amazon, I think, hopefully they do that again. Hopefully they do it, like, not the day of release.
Yeah. But at least they gave time frames. I liked that they gave time windows.
Yeah. I'm kind of worried that this entire first part of the wave, like what I guess comes in next month in July, is going to be all exclusives.
Yeah, that's the fear for a lot of people. Everybody's like looking at the stock number or like the stock names that are coming to stores and finding out which ones where and which ones aren't other places. I saw there's people posting where like Palutena is listed in Target's stuff, but it's not listed on Best Buy's, so that's why everybody's thinking Palutena is going to be a Target exclusive. Dark Pit is listed in Best Buy's, but not Target's, which...
Do you know who all or how many are coming out this time?
This next round is Zero Suit Samus, Ganondorf, Dark Pit, and Palutena. And unless Nintendo decides to drop bombs like they did with Greninja and Jigglypuff last minute, that's it for right now.
So, no, that can't be right, because I'm looking at this picture and it shows July, Dark Pit, and Palutena, and Zero Suit and Ganondorf in September.
For America.
Well, that's all I care about.
Yeah.
So there's only 2 that come out in July.
That's what it's supposed to be. And I guess, I don't know if the Yoshis are coming. I don't know. Who knows when they're going to come.
We don't have the release date for that game yet.
No. I have them all pre-ordered, and that's all I care about.
We'll probably get that information at E3.
Hopefully, yeah.
So in America, there's only 2 amiibo that come out in July. And they're both probably going to be store exclusives.
Terrible, terrible, terrible.
And then you go to September when you get the next 5, which almost wraps up the Smash Brother amiibo.
Almost, yeah.
Olimar, Bowser Jr., Dr. Mario, Ganondorf, and Zero Suit Samus.
Yeah.
And then you'll have the DLC characters plus Game & Watch, Duck Hunt Dog.
The unlockables, yeah.
Whoever else is left.
Yeah, the rest of the unlockables. It's almost over for Smash Brothers anyway.
That's going to suck if both of these, the only 2 that come out in July, are both store exclusives.
And that is absolutely terrible.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm complaining about the possibility of not having to spend money on plastic toys for a couple of months. It upsets me. But, of course, they did announce that Chibi Robo game is going to come over here bundled with the amiibo. And so we will have the ability to spend $40 on a game that I probably might not have bought otherwise.
You're going to spend $40 on an amiibo.
I mean, the Chibi Robo game for GameCube was really good.
Yeah.
This one is nothing like it. This one is more like a Mario game.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's good.
Yeah, I mean, I'll play it.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna buy the amiibo, but when they announced that it came with the game,
yeah,
it made it a lot more attractive to me.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna
purchase.
worry about it either. And then they're like, "Oh, but it's coming with a bundle." I was like, "Okay,
Yeah.
well then it's a video game with a bundle. I'm sure it will be widely available.
Yeah.
Hopefully, more so
And
than
they said when you use the
else.
amiibo with the game, it actually levels up your character.
Definitely. Anything that Nintendo actually gives us in the bundle, I will look forward to.
Yeah. And then they announced the additional expanded support for the Yoshi Yarn amiibo.
Yes, they
Or
did.
not Yoshi Yarn amiibo, but Yoshi Yarn game.
Yes, and they are both very cool and also very creepy.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Are you looking forward to any particular... for those of you who don't know, it's basically 40 of the amiibo you can scan in, and it gives you a Yoshi Yarn skin to play with. Some of them look really good in the video, like the Link one.
Link looks really
Some
cool.
of them look really disturbing, like the Mario one.
The Mario one looks really creepy. I liked Toad's. Toad's looked really cool.
Yeah. Is there any in particular you're looking forward to seeing?
If he's going to be compatible with it, I think he is. Shulk would look really cool.
Yeah, I think he is.
Because I know Captain Falcon is.
Yeah.
So,
I'm looking forward to Charizard. Oh.
Wait a minute. No Pokemon support. Thanks, Game Freak.
Pokemon Company.
Yeah, that's true. Sorry, Game Freak. Sorry, Game Freak. Thanks, Pokemon Company.
I'm probably going to be using my Toon Link, because that Link costume was tight.
The Link is pretty cool. I don't know. Bowser looked really cool.
Which they still haven't announced that game. It comes out like here really soon overseas, right?
Like July 26th or something like that.
Into next month, and they haven't given us an American release date.
Yeah, I actually have the yarn, all 3 of the yarn Yoshis ordered from Amazon Japan.
Yeah.
And they're set to deliver to the forwarding service on July 16th.
Cool. So what happens, like, if they announce it at E3, you can get it here, and you get it here, do you just cancel that?
If I'm able to get all of them ordered, yeah, I'll cancel the Japan ones.
The only thing I'm worried about is that everywhere is going to have the green Yoshi, and then blue and pink are going to be store exclusives.
Yep, I'm sure. I don't doubt it.
That's the only thing I'm worried about. That or blue and pink are going to be such a low quantity.
Mm-hmm. They're just hard to find.
That's going to be really, really disappointing. Because I really do... Like, I really want an S amiibo, but I need those Yoshi Yarn amiibo in my life.
I would like to see Nintendo do a 3-pack of them like they did with the Splatoon ones. That would be cool. Because I would buy the 3-pack of them.
Yeah, I would too.
I mean, just all of them.
They probably won't, because it'd be like, it'd be like $50. 55.
Yeah, they shaved a little bit off of the Splatoon one. It was $29.99 at Meijer.
Yeah, I think it was $35 at Target. Or not Target, Toys R Us.
Yeah, it was $35 at GameStop too.
Yeah.
I got screwed on that one, but that's okay.
Talking about the Splatoon amiibo, I kind of have mixed feelings about their functionality.
Yeah.
Basically, I feel like Nintendo's getting a free pass on incredibly expensive physical DLC.
Yeah.
Because without those amiibos, the single player in Splatoon is not enough.
No, it's really short, and the amiibo help extend it. And
it adds like, I think altogether it's 100 something challenges.
Yeah, it is. And everyone is just looking over the fact that Nintendo's doing what every other company did and got reamed for it.
Yeah.
But it's okay because it's Nintendo.
Yeah, and the thing is, those amiibos they don't write anything on there other than, I guess, who owns it.
Yeah, it's just read.
So all that content is on the disc. It's on disc DLC.
Yeah.
And they're getting, and like, I'm sitting here talking about this, and they're getting a free pass from me too, because I bought them. Yeah. I wanted them. They're awesome. I love them.
Yeah.
But it's one thing, the on disc DLC, like the costumes in Mario Kart. Yeah. Like, that's okay. But this is 100 challenge levels.
It's a big chunk of the game. The suits on Mario Kart, not a big chunk. This is actual playable stuff.
If it had just unlocked special gear, like the gear you get for beating the challenges, that would probably be okay. It obviously would give you a boost at the lower levels in play. because that's another thing. Until you get level 20 and you get maxed out gear,
Yeah.
People who are higher level than you or have better gear have an advantage over
Oh
you.
yeah, absolutely.
This game is not balanced for online play at all.
No, not at all.
It doesn't really bother me that much, but it's a pretty big issue, especially if anyone. I mean, this game is not a game that can be competitive play. Like you're not going to go like people play Smash Brothers, people play other fighting games, people play Halo, I guess, Call of Duty, I guess. Splatoon cannot be played that way, especially with the crap where, and I'm actually like, for just casual play, I'm totally fine that it does this, but for actual competitive and ranked play, this is kind of messed up. Where if you tie, it basically just flips a coin to see who wins.
Chooses a random winner. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
So, I don't know about all that.
Yeah. I don't know. But they are getting their free pass from like everyone. I'm included in that. I mean,
yeah.
But
we're giving a free pass now. What happens when Zelda comes out and say there's 8 dungeons in the game, unless you have the amiibo.
Yeah.
And you get like a hook shot that reaches further.
Yeah.
In that 9th dungeon that unlocks with the Link amiibo.
Yeah.
And not the Link or Toon Link amiibo, the Wii U Link amiibo unlocks it.
The special edition Target exclusive Link amiibo.
So what happens when you get a better hook shot and there's spots in the world that you can only reach with that better hook shot?
Yeah.
So you're just locking that. I mean, what happens when they start doing like they've done this with Splatoon, and I'm sure, and this is this is our fault as well. I'm sure it's been incredibly successful for them. You know what happens when they continue to lock stuff that should have been part of the game, and for any other Nintendo game is because you play those challenges, they should have been part of the game.
Yeah, they should have.
There's no reason for them to be locked behind the amiibos.
No, that's just a fancy way of saying here, buy this DLC, but you don't know you're buying it.
Yeah. So I mean,
where's the line?
I don't know. I think they've already crossed it.
Yeah.
My fear would be that they're going to keep crossing it. That they're going to go even further.
I'm sure. Yeah. And it sucks. All right. So speaking of Splatoon news, did we play Splatoon this weekend?
We did, in fact, play Splatoon. We even actually tried Twitch for the first time.
We did. So. We tried Twitch, and somebody watched, and somebody chatted with us, and it was pretty cool.
One guy. It was awesome.
One guy.
But no. The game's fun.
The game is very fun.
Yeah.
I'm glad that it is actually good.
It took 1 weekend for enough people to get to level 10 for ranked matches to open up.
Which is cool.
Which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I thought it would be much more delayed than that. I thought it'd be like a month or two.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I didn't think enough people were going to like power level and get it.
Yeah.
But because I figured Nintendo was going to be annoying about it.
A jerk, yeah.
They've also already rolled out their first set of, I guess, they're not really DLC. They're more just like updates.
Yeah, they're gimmies.
Extra level NES 85 edition Zapper.
And it is not free either.
What do you mean it's not free?
Well, it's free, but you have to pay money coins.
In-game money.
In-game money.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just something they added. So basically the weapons they add are just added to the store.
Yeah, and it's like all the other weapons in the game, which if you haven't played it, just about every weapon requires a certain level to obtain. And it's the same way with the new downloadable one. You have to be level 9 right now to get it, which I am. And that's it. I'm not level 10.
I haven't played since I've been home.
Yeah.
Yet. My problem with it is, unless we actually get on and like play together, which I still don't know if we can. Like, I know I saw something that said that we can, but not necessarily going to be on the same team.
Yeah, it's like play with friends. I saw that, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, there is that option. So we should be able to play together.
Yeah, just maybe not on the same team.
I'm not going to play multiplayer unless we do that.
You get better gear going through single player and the challenges.
Well, that's the thing. So you get the what are they called? They're pages of whatever.
Oh man. uh,
You get the scrapbook pages, whatever they're called, scrolls. You get the scrolls.
sea scrolls, yeah, undersea scrolls.
You get the scrolls, and some of those actually unlock weapons that you can buy.
Yes.
Because they have blueprints on them. And then also with the challenges, you basically beat 3 for a world. Every time you beat a world, a new set of challenges open up. If you have an amiibo.
Yes. Have to have the amiibo.
The boy amiibo unlocks roller challenges. So basically you play 3 levels from the first world, and then you fight the boss, and you have to use the roller in all those levels instead of the regular Splatoon gun, which is what you usually use, the splatter shot.
Yeah.
And the same thing goes for each world in the game.
Yeah.
The girl amiibo does.
She is the charger gun, which is incredibly difficult in some of the levels. Like close combat with a charger gun is not easy.
Oh, that's right, because you did hers.
Yeah, I've almost done with hers now. Close to being done.
And then the octopus does time trials.
Yeah.
Which I thought at first were going to be kind of difficult, but then I realized you're not just an octopus, you're a kraken.
Yeah.
So you actually lay down ink, so you don't have to lay down when you turn into octopus, you don't have to lay down a paint to go on,
like normal.
Go up a wall, you don't have to put paint on the wall to be able to go up right first squid.
Yeah.
You turn into a squid, you're a kraken, you can just race through everything.
The ones that I'm playing now from him after you played the time trial ones, you're not him anymore. Now
so that was just the first set?
Yeah. The one that I'm on now is like limited ink. So your ink doesn't refill, you only have a limited amount to get through the level. I've tried it like 10 times and I can't do it.
Awesome. So it actually changes up.
Yeah. So it gives you limited ink, and I'm just like, I can't do this. So then I put the girl back on and I do charger shots.
So that's what I was going to ask. Have you done any more for the boy and the girl, or it just keeps being play this level with the roller, play this level with the charge shot?
I haven't done any more with the boy, but if it's anything like the girl, it's just the same. It's just the levels would be the roller, because everyone with the girl has been the charger shot.
Okay, so the squid's basically a hard mode.
Yeah, he's pretty tough.
There's only like 5, 6 worlds, maybe. I don't know.
5.
Have you played any more single player?
Yeah, I've got. I think I just beat the 4th world last night.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna say anything about it. I don't guess. Don't want to spoil it.
I will say something about the very first boss. It was really creepy.
Yeah.
It's like this big cube with a stamp face, and the face has ink on it, so it'll kind of fall down on its face and put ink there and kind of stays there for a second. Because it has these little itty bitty doll legs underneath, these creepy human shaped doll legs that it walks on. And when it's face down on the ground, you have to ink up its side to go on the top and hit the octopus. But then these little doll legs are just sitting there
kicking. They're just kicking
the whole time. It's really kind of disturbing.
There's a couple more bosses that have doll legs. So you have that to look forward to. And you also start to communicate with 2 other people that you're told about at the beginning of the campaign by Captain Cuttlefish.
It's a good game. Online's a ton of fun. I haven't played any ranked battles yet because we didn't get to level 10 when we were there, and then I haven't played since I've been home.
Yeah, and you'll have to start from scratch because you helped me get where I'm at.
Yeah, that's the only thing. But we can play online. I'll have all the single player challenges done, then we'll play online some.
Yeah.
But it's a good game. It's good. I definitely suggest getting it. The only issue I have is the on-disc DLC. Just know if you buy the game, you are buying it for multiplayer. That is the core of the game, the multiplayer, the online. You can also play couch 1 versus 1.
Yeah, you can do that. I haven't got to do it yet.
Just know that a large portion of the single-player game is locked behind being able to find the Splatoon amiibos. And you're going to want to buy the 3-pack.
Yeah, you're going to want all of them.
Yeah, because otherwise you can unlock the boy and the girl, and then if you ever want to unlock the squid, you're either going to have to import the squid.
Yeah.
Or buy the 3-pack, so you're buying 2 you already bought.
Yeah. But other than, it's a fun game. I enjoy it. The single player without the amiibo is very short. I think there's like 5 worlds, and then it's over. If you have the amiibo, you get to do 3. You get to do it 3 more times, basically.
And they're not like Mario levels. Like, they're not like, oh, I want to play this level again. The only reason you're going to go back and play the level is if you need, if you miss the scroll in the level.
Yep.
I think there's a scroll. I think there's a scroll in every level.
Every level has one. Yeah.
So that's the only way you're going to want to play through the levels again, other than the challenges.
Yeah, and
which just shows the challenges should have been included.
Yeah, and if you want to upgrade your equipment to full capacity, you may want to go back to some easier levels and get all the jewels or whatever it is that powers up.
But that equipment only matters in the challenges in the single player.
Yeah, it doesn't matter in anything else. It's kind of like Titanfall. There's more of a single player campaign in Splatoon than there is in Titanfall, but
because there is one.
Yeah, but mainly all multiplayer.
Yeah, which for a $60 game from Nintendo is a different choice than what they normally do.
Yeah, it's not old school Nintendo. It's new school Nintendo, and it's very 90s Nickelodeon and SpongeBob memes.
They're both my childhood.
All over the place.
Oh yeah, it's all pictures of Squidward. Yeah, we saw some inappropriate pictures, but I think they banned those people pretty hardcore on Miiverse for doing anything inappropriate.
Because I saw someone that drew a naked adult Inkling girl.
Yeah, I mean, they'll get banned. So next is the
Nintendo NX Next.
N-Cross.
N-Cross. That's a cool
name,
that's
like
though.
Fire Emblem Cross.
Oh, yeah, Shin Megami Tensei or whatever.
Well, I think that's part of the reason everyone's like, it's going to have functionality with mobile and a console.
Mm-hmm.
It's cross-platform.
Yeah.
So
they could do
pretty interesting.
They could do cross-platform if they built it on Android.
Well, yeah. Well, that was the rumor. A publication came out and said that Nintendo is using the Android kernel.
All right.
But then Nintendo was like, "Nuh-uh, we're not doing that."
Yeah, because Nintendo always tells the truth.
Yeah, but that's the thing, and I know we talked about this, but it's like they're not going to admit to it.
No,
if it is true, they're going to say it's not true either way.
Yeah, whether it is or whether it's not, they're just not ready to admit it yet. So,
well, and like they might never admit what it was based off of, because I mean that's all proprietary information for them. They don't want to say that we used the Android operating system.
Yeah,
have they ever said what any of their stuff is based off of?
Yeah, no, not. I mean, I've never paid attention, but I doubt it.
Yeah, so
it's. I mean, that's cool because I'm an Android user. You're an Android user. I mean,
it's a solid a solid operating system to build something off of.
Yeah.
I think it makes sense, especially if part of the cross is with cell phones.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Just to have something that is pretty stable.
Mm-hmm.
Not to have to try to start from the very beginning.
Yeah.
And make your own OS that has the ability to do that
when it's already out there.
Yeah. My hope is, and I've seen a couple other people say this. I think some of the people on Nintendo Direct said this as well, is to have a Wii U-like system, except that gamepad is like also your new handheld device.
Yeah.
So you can like load games to your gamepad and take it on the go with you.
Yeah. They would probably have to reduce the size.
I don't think so.
I don't know if I would take something this big with me.
Yeah, that's true.
They'll never say one way or another. Android, not Android, who knows?
Well, and the publication that originally said that it was based off Android, they're not 100% right all the time, but they have a pretty good track record.
Yeah.
And they have said stuff about Nintendo before, and Nintendo was like, no, that's not true, and then it turned out it was true. Nintendo just wasn't ready to say it. Because, I mean, we're still looking at minimum of 2 years from now before we probably even see this system at E3. Well, I'm not even going to say that. I mean, we could possibly see it next year at E3.
Next year?
Yeah. We could possibly see it next year at E3 if they want to announce it that far in advance. I think consoles usually try to announce the same year the console is going to release, like
Yeah.
officially show everything off. Because I mean, a lot of that hardware stuff, especially like even the form factor of the console, I wouldn't say last minute, but it's like within the months coming up. I mean, look at Xbox, how far they had to turn themselves around
Yeah, they
after
did.
their abysmal showing at E3.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Well, someone will hack that system and find out what it's made out of.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
Because I've always thought, like, with the gamepad, like, the bottom of it, I've always thought, like, that's a perfect place where, like, a 3DS game or a DS game could just slide right into. It's like, why didn't they do this?
Yeah. I mean, that would have been pretty cool. There's, I mean, I'm sure there's a ton of games that would have worked for. Use the TV as the top screen, use the game as the bottom screen. And I mean, I guess they are doing Virtual Console DS games, right? And I think you just have to, like, turn it sideways or something.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how that works.
I mean, that'd be weird to play it that way, but
I'm not sure how that works now that I think about it. But I swear I saw something about that.
That was one of the images that they showed was somebody holding their gamepad sideways. And I was like, I don't know how that would work because all the controls wouldn't be there.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I mean, everything would have to be touch controls.
Yeah. So if anyone watching has played a DS game on their Wii U, tell us how you play it, please.
I don't know if they've actually released anything.
They have some.
They did these Virtual Console announcements, like for the Wii. They said, "Yeah, we're gonna start releasing games on the Wii," and then they did like the initial 3 that were all on sale.
Yeah.
And then it kind of like died off. The same thing with like the 64. It was like we're gonna start releasing 64 games, and they did a couple, and then kind of was like, "Here's some, but it's not really as."
Here's a couple of them.
It's not as prevalent as I would hope. Whereas like the PlayStation, is still getting regular PlayStation games, which I know we already talked about this in a previous ClubCast, like Suikoden 2 or Suikoden 2, however you say it, and Misadventures of Tron Bone both came out here recently, which are like the 2 most expensive PlayStation games.
Oh, yeah.
So
they do have, it looks like, 5 DS games.
That are for sale currently?
That are currently for sale. Yoshi's Island DS, WarioWare Touched.
Kirby.
Yoshi Touch and Go, Mario Kart DS, new Super Mario Brothers.
I figured it'd be that Kirby game.
Yeah.
That goes with the other crappy one that was released not too long ago on Wii U.
Oh, Rainbow Curse was so bad.
Yeah. Another giant Wii U game.
Yeah.
Xenoblade X.
Giant.
Yeah. Kotaku has done a couple things here lately. They've been playing the Japanese version. One of the things was that they took them 55 hours to unlock their first doll, which is the name of the mech suits, which is ridiculous.
That's insane. And didn't it also take like 32 minutes to go from one continent to the other? Across
I don't
the
even
main
think
continent,
it was one continent. Yeah, I think it was just across one of the main continent, which there's 5 continents.
Yeah,
it took
Lord
over half an hour
to just
go through it. Yeah,
not fighting, not doing anything else. Just
that game is going to be ridiculous. I mean, put on top of that, it's like 12 or 14 gigabytes.
Oh, it's massive.
Of downloads to make the game run at peak performance.
Yeah, it's going to be massive.
So I mean, that's not even the game. That's just the extra content that's optional to make the game run really smooth.
And I've read that they're having like where you can select which ones you want to download. So you don't have to do all of them. They're all optional. Pick and choose.
They're all optional, and you don't have to do all of them. But I mean, my hard drive's already. I don't think I have 14 gigs. I mean, which the Wii U's hard drive's a joke.
Was it 32?
Yeah, 32, which
that's
only like
nothing.
27 or 28 is actually usable. That's another thing that ticks me off. They sell the hard drive like, oh, your PlayStation has 500 gigabytes of hard drive space. Well, not really. I mean, it does, but I can't access a large portion of that because it's saved for the OS and updates.
Yeah. But still, it's 500 versus 32.
Yeah. I mean, even like 100 would have been good enough for the Nintendo console.
Yeah.
That would have been more than enough. Which it's a lot easier to add external. I think you can use an SD card on the Wii U. as well as an external hard drive.
Yeah, and there's like 4 USB ports.
Yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna have to go buy like a little 100 GB external hard drive to use for my Wii U. Yeah, I wouldn't think 100 gig. I wouldn't think 100 gig one's more than like what $35 now.
Yeah, this little bitty one's 500.
Yeah, I mean I bought my 2 TB one for $100 or $80. So I can't imagine.
No, just normal. Yep. Nice. But yeah, that game is gonna be like huge.
Yeah, I really want to do Chronicles before it comes out.
Yeah.
So originally Nintendo was like, "Hey, we're only going to talk about games that come out in 2015."
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At E3. Well, now they're saying, "Hey, we're going to talk about games that come out in 2015 and early 2016."
Well, thank you, Xenoblade, for getting pushed to 2016.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Xenoblade's gotten delayed to 2016.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, it's been out in Japan for like a month and a half.
Came out in April, is that right?
Maybe.
Yeah, so about a month.
A month? Okay.
Month and a half. 6 weeks, probably. Depending on how you look at it, it could be a month and a half.
30 days.
But I don't think... Have we seen anything in English at all?
Not that I have
videos or
seen.
Screenshots. I don't think I've seen anything in English.
All Japanese stuff.
Yeah. So... with the game being like 200 hours long,
it's a lot.
I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if it got pushed to 2016.
Yeah.
Which sucks because then, other than Yoshi, what comes out in 2015?
It's a good question. What's going to be their huge holiday game?
Nothing. They have nothing. So unless, I mean, that was the thing. You know, after Zelda got pushed, Xenoblade was the big thing this year.
Yeah.
So if Xenoblade's the 2016 game they're looking at. I mean, I could be totally wrong. Xenoblade comes out this year, and they're like, we were able to get Zelda looking better than we thought. It's going to come out early 2016 now instead of later. I mean, that could totally be what they're going to do.
Fingers crossed.
I mean, they previously said that Zelda was not going to be there.
Yeah, that's what they've said, and I hope they're lying to us, and I hope it's there, but my hopes I'm not getting my hopes up on it.
Yeah, I mean, if Xenoblade gets delayed, I guess I'm not going to be too upset because it gives me more time to play Chronicles.
Yeah, and then less money you have to spend during Christmas on Nintendo stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
So you're shooting yourself in the foot, Nintendo.
Yeah. So did you see any exciting news for you today?
Yes. Yes,
what was it, Clay? What did you see?
Mega Man is getting a new cartoon.
Yeah.
It's like 2017? Is that the date?
Yeah. And the thing could totally fall apart.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing with these kind of deals, they could totally fall apart.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't because that's exciting.
Yeah, the company who's making it actually, the stuff I've seen of theirs is traditional animation, so it's not the crappy 3D.
Good, that's what I was hoping for.
They did Ben 10 and then another Cartoon Network show called Generator Rex.
Mm-hmm.
And they're both pretty high quality shows.
Okay.
I like Ben 10 and Generator Rex was pretty good too. The animation's solid, the stories were interesting.
Yeah.
So it gives me a lot of hope that they're going to be smart and use Mega Man Legends Mega Man.
And not the derpy cartoon one?
Well, I just don't see a reason in making a cartoon based off a inferior character.
No, please.
When you have Mega Man Legends Mega Man.
How many games did Mega Man Legends Mega Man get?
You know, it's not about quantity, Clay. It's about quality.
No.
And I don't think Mega Man Legends Mega Man, or Mega Man Bullnut, I think is what his name is, was ever in a soccer game. So
because he wasn't cool enough.
Yeah.
He wasn't cool enough to play soccer.
But no, they'll use regular Mega Man. I mean, they're not going to use Mega Man Bullnut.
I hope they use Mega Man from Mega Man 2 on the NES as box art with the gun.
Yeah,
I hope they
that's
use
actually
him.
what it's going to be. It's to be the fat Mega Man they put in that fighting game a couple years ago.
Yeah,
that's what the show's going to be about. They'll use regular Mega Man.
Yeah,
I think story wise they could probably do a better story with Mega Man Legends Mega Man.
Yeah.
Because the story of Mega Man Legends is actually cool.
It's the actual story and not just like,
Yeah.
oh,
Regular Mega Man doesn't.
This bad guy made bad robots. We're good robots. Fight him. Oh, he made more bad robots. We're good robots. Fight him.
Yeah. This new bad guy made more robots. Go fight them. Oh wait, it was actually the old bad guy all along.
Yeah. This
It
bad
doesn't
guy,
matter which
20
one you're
years in the
playing.
future.
It's always Dr. Wily.
Yeah. No matter if it's...
Except for Mega Man Legends. Dr. Wily was not part of Mega Man Legends. I don't think. He could have been.
He'd given up. I'm sick of it. I never want a Mega Man mobile game. Ever.
Well, it's a good thing that they're not, Mega Man's not owned by Konami then.
No, segue. Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Because Konami basically just threw in the towel.
Uh-huh.
And was like, oh man, we're so sorry we're making you all worry. We just really like making mobile games.
Yeah, we want to make more dating sims, so...
Yeah. Well, and part of their thing was like, our international brands, Winning 11, which is their soccer game,
Uh-huh.
and Metal Gear Solid, we look forward to your future support of those games as we basically just become a mobile cell phone company. Because we make money hand over fist, and obviously we're not in this to make, like art or,
That's terrible.
console games. I mean, it's the nature of the business right now, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at these companies that are doing these like free-to-play bull craps.
Oh, they're making
and they're making like $100 million a day,
Yeah.
$12 million a day.
Yeah.
I think they said Clash of Clans makes like $11 million a day in revenue.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. So I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, are you gonna spend $100 million making $150 million making a Metal Gear Solid game that you might make $500 million on if it sells incredibly well, or are you gonna spend $2 million making a mobile game that you can make $12 million a day for 6 months?
It's ridiculous. I want to make $12 million a day.
Yeah, I will not play any Konami mobile games.
Yeah,
I'm done with it.
My biggest draw for them was Castlevania.
I mean, I've always been holding hope for a new Suikoden game.
Yeah.
I'll never see that. Castlevania would have been nice. This will be my last Metal Gear game.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what else. No more Silent Hills.
No, that's gone.
Gone.
Did you download the demo?
Even look at like things like Contra. Yeah, I've got PT on my PlayStation.
You should sell it for millions like everybody else is.
Yeah. I think eBay started pulling the listings because it's like against the terms of agreement.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Flappy Bird stuff when that happened.
Oh.
But yeah, Konami's done as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I'm no longer the demographic they're going after though, so they don't care.
Yeah,
the only one who cares is me because I'm going to miss their franchises. They have great IPs.
They did. And it sucks.
Yeah, but anyways, Castlevania was the big pull for you.
Castlevania was the big pull.
And apparently, it was a big pull for a lot of other people.
Yeah, right now it is setting at like $3.2 million on its Kickstarter.
And you're talking about the Kickstarter for...
Yeah, Igarashi Bloodstained Ritual of the Night.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, so it's set at $3.2 million.
Yeah, with 10 days to go, it passed its Wii U stretch goal, which is excellent.
So this wasn't even to fund the game. This was just to show interest.
Yeah. I mean,
they were only asking for like $500,000.
Originally, they were only asking for $500,000. Yeah, because he just had to show the investors that there was interest.
There obviously is. He raised an additional $3.2 million.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure there's plenty of indie studios out there that would kill for $3 million.
Yeah. And he's got it. And I'm excited for it.
Yeah. I wish it wasn't so far away. 2017?
Yeah, 2017, so that's
we'll have 2 Star Wars movies out before then.
Yeah, and that's 2 more years with the Wii U still being around. So I don't know about that. But I will probably I'll probably have a PlayStation 4 by then.
It might wind up being one of the last games that come out for the Wii U, unless they do just a virtual console release of it.
Yeah.
Which will probably be what they do.
I have it pulled up. they were talking about it. Physical copy. It is a physical copy for the Wii U and a digital copy.
Wow.
There's one of both.
That's going to be an incredibly low print game.
So I'm going to get it.
Yeah, I will probably buy it too. That's going to be a really rare game in the future, probably.
Yeah.
Because Wii U's basically going to be out the door in 2017.
Yeah, because that's 2 more years with the Wii U's life.
I would say the next is coming out. Cross is coming out that year.
Yeah. So, I'm happy. It's almost at its next stretch goal, which is asynchronous online multiplayer.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
So, that's 3.25, and then 3.5 is a Vita port.
That's not going to happen.
So, yeah, it's got 10 days. 3.2, it's actually gone up $10,000 since we've been doing this, since we started.
Wow.
So, yeah. So it's gone up $10,000 in about like an hour, or a little over an hour.
I mean, if the Wii U's going to be dead in 2017, the Vita's was dead last year. So, I mean, I love my Vita. It is it's a shame that it didn't sell better, because it's better than the 3DS.
Yeah.
You basically have a PS3 on a handheld.
That's nice. That's cool.
It's amazing. And the remote play stuff is great. Vita is the best handheld.
Uh-huh.
There's just no support from Sony or third parties.
That kind of sucks.
Yep, it really does. It really does. I don't know how to segue other than to say segue.
Segue.
Have you seen this crap about Arkham Knight? Pre-order DLC?
You were telling me a little bit about it earlier. I have not seen it, so fill us in, sir.
So Rocksteady's been pretty bad about this. With I don't remember. I didn't play Asylum when it first came out. I think we played it shortly before City came out, and then we were like, "Oh my gosh, we got to get City."
Yeah.
And there was store exclusive DLC at all the different stores. Apparently, for Arkham Knight, there's like 8 different places you can pre-order it, and each one has its own DLC. Like this one unlocks this character, this one unlocks this skin, this one unlocks this skin for the Batmobile. So there's literally no way for you to get all that unless you buy like 8 copies. On top of that, there's 2 limited editions. There's at least 2 limited editions that I saw. One comes with the Batman statue, and one comes with the Batmobile.
Oh man, what if you want both?
Like physical items.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want both, you have to spend however much money the limited edition is times 2.
Well, that's awful.
I'm going to wait for a Game of the Year edition, and it has all the DLC. Because on top of all that bullcrap, the season pass is like $40.
Ugh. Dang.
So I'm just going to wait, 12, 16 months and get Game of the Year edition.
Yeah. That's how
and
I
I'll
did
have all the content. Yeah.
I did Fallout 3. Got all of it, and I think I got all of it for like $40 in Game of the Year.
Yeah, and then we both played it there.
Yeah, and I gave you my download discs. Yeah.
I think I had already bought like one of the DLCs.
Because
I had tried playing it before, but I couldn't really get into it until after you got like all the achievements, like when we won over Christmas.
In 2 weeks.
Now I have to do it. But talking about Fallout, there was some pretty exciting news today.
Yeah. What is that? What got announced?
Bethesda tweeted out a timer, basically. That basically says, we're going to announce Fallout 4 tomorrow at 10. So by the time any of you all are watching this will have already happened.
Yeah, they'll have already announced it.
Yeah, but Fallout 4, we thought we were going to have to wait till they did their conference on the Sunday before E3. But it's all, it's basically 99% guaranteed at this point.
Yeah.
It's honestly basically 100%, but, there's always that chance that, Bethesda just, lost their minds and are just met with everybody's emotions. Someone did say, what happens if it winds up just being a remake of Fallout 3? I think people would lose it.
like a Fallout 3 HD remix or something?
Yeah.
HD
but I think,
remake?
Like they looked in the code for the site, and it says stuff like pre-order for Xbox One and PS4, and it says like Fallout 4. And like if you go to the Fallout 4 website, it like redirects to this website now that has the countdown. So it's Fallout 4.
Yeah, they're what they tweeted out is a big picture that just says "Please stand by." and like the old,
which is the opening,
yeah,
for Fallout 3.
yeah. So
Yeah,
it's exciting.
It's gonna be a fun game.
I may be getting a PlayStation 4 sooner than I expected.
The only other topic that I saw was Resident Evil Zero remake.
Remake?
Well, I guess this one's not necessarily. So they made the Resident Evil Zero for GameCube, right? And then they re-released it on the. They really released it on the Wii.
Oh yeah.
And I think it was like upscaled, like HD on the Wii. Well, the Wii's HD, which was like 480i.
Yeah, not really HD.
So they recently did Resident Evil 1, and they redid it. So they took the Resident Evil remake and like turned it into like a new remake HD for the PS4.
Yeah,
it looks great. So now they're doing the same thing with Resident Evil 0. I don't know why they're being jerks and not doing Resident Evil 2, because that's what we need.
That's what we want.
As long as this one does good and they do 2 and 3 after this,
yeah,
I'll be happy. I'm gonna buy them. They're good games. It's a good way because like going back and trying to play the old Resident Evil 0 is not that bad because it's a GameCube game. But going back and trying to play like Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 today,
yeah,
it's pretty tough.
It's rough. Yeah.
Some of those games like that, they just don't hold up. Those tank trolls,
they're bad.
Are difficult.
They're bad.
Yeah, they definitely take some getting used to. And like with modern controls, they're just not. It's not right.
Yeah. Yeah, not at all.
All right. Cool. Well, I guess that's it for topics. Clay, have you played any games lately?
I have played mainly Splatoon for the most part, starting this past weekend. Lot of DuckTales got played.
Yeah.
And I've actually played a couple GameCube games that I didn't have, but I managed to find Mario Superstar Baseball and Mario Power Tennis.
Cool.
I had Mario Power Tennis on the Wii, but with all the motion controls, it kind of ruined it for me. So I'm playing on the GameCube now, and it's much better.
Yeah.
So I'm just not a fan of motion controls.
No, I mean that was like as soon the motion controls were on,
yeah,
and we immediately were like, "Oh my god, I hope there's a way to turn this off." And as soon as we got a chance to turn it off,
it was done. Because I mean, you're sitting here playing the game, and you have to do this, and if you want to turn around, you gotta do this. Not my cup of tea. Motion controls. I would be perfectly fine if the next system did away with them.
Yeah, like I have no problem with having like a, I don't know what they're called, like a gyro accelerator or whatever.
Like what the PlayStation has?
Yeah, I have no problem with having that crap in the controller.
Mm-hmm.
Just, I don't want to move the camera with motion controls. I don't want to move my character with motion controls.
Yeah.
You can do that stuff for maybe like an optional mini game or whatever, but yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah, that's like
people didn't like the Wii because it had motion controls. People just liked the Wii because it was
different.
I have no idea why people liked the Wii.
Doesn't Captain Toad do that?
Yeah, you have to use the.
I mean, it's not nearly
move the camera around and stuff.
Yeah.
There's some parts I think you have to use it.
Yeah.
And then the other parts you can use the stick.
Yeah.
I turned it off when I just used the stick. Okay. I don't know. I can't remember. I feel like I know it hasn't been that long since I played that game, and I know I really liked it. But I guess at the end of the day, it was so short, it was kind of forgettable.
Yeah.
Which is actually kind of cool because I'm gonna have that Toad amiibo soon.
Yeah.
So I'll have a reason to actually go back through.
Yeah. Find all the.
I did everything except for Mummy Maze.
Mm-hmm.
So I almost 100% of the game.
That's cool. So, what about you? Any games your way? I know you bought a bunch. Have you played any of them?
Yeah. Not really. Other than, I mean, we played Splatoon this past weekend. I played a ton of DuckTales, obviously, for our next ClubCast, or not this ClubCast. Our next video game book club video.
Yeah.
Which we've got taped, and we're just working on, getting it put together.
Yep.
Hopefully for you soon.
Editing it up.
Final Fantasy Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go back and replay some of it because the footage didn't record, so I'm finishing editing that and so we can put it out there. It's really good. I mean, spoilers. That's my review. I actually busted out the Xbox 360. Had some people over and we played some online Gears of War 3.
Nice.
Which was actually pretty fun. I forgot. Like Nintendo games, I'm really chill when I play them. Like I don't remember having any like major outbursts when we played Splatoon this past weekend.
Oh boy!
But man, I busted out Gears of War 3, and I was in full force, man. I was just going off, and yelling, and oh man, it was like the old days.
Wait till you play Splatoon more. I went off on it last night.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I played is we played a little bit of Smash 4 as well.
Yeah.
It was pretty fun. I had there's 4 of us over here, so we played the 8-player.
Yeah.
So that was actually really cool. Some of the levels, I have this huge TV now. I've got a 60-inch TV, and we're sitting right next to it.
Yeah.
But I could not tell what the hell was going on in some of the levels.
Yeah, it's tough on some of them.
So I actually kind of like on the 8-player. This is so totally different. Like on the 4-player, I love the levels that are super sprawled out, like Hyrule Castle.
Yeah.
The level's so sprawled out. I think it was originally in the GameCube version.
Yep.
How that level's so sprawled out. I love that level.
Yeah.
On 4-player. But for the 8-player Smash, is Hyrule Castle in Smash 4? Honestly, I haven't played enough to unlock everything, so I really don't know what's all in the game.
I think some form of it is.
Okay.
I think it's like
that's so sad. I have 2 versions of the game, and I haven't really played very much of either.
Oh man.
I just don't have that much. The single player sucks.
Yeah.
Compared to the other ones, I just don't have that much fun sitting there playing it by myself.
Yeah, and you mentioned having both versions. I lost my Mewtwo for 3DS. I didn't use the code.
Oh, is it expired?
I think it expired on the 31st.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe we did totally forget to do that.
Oh well, no big deal.
Which kind of sucks, but whatever.
Yeah, I'll live.
But anyways, that's all I played.
Yeah. Well, that sounds fun. Yeah. Wait until you play Splatoon just a little bit more. You'll lose it. You'll lose it when you're walking shooting and somebody pops up from their ink and smashes you with a roller. And that's like all they're doing. They're not worried about painting the level. They're just waiting. They pop up, smash, and they're back down again. It's rough.
We'll see. I'll be playing through the single player and the challenges first.
Yeah. I guess that does it for all of our recent games. And now that we're sad about Mewtwo, we should just go ahead and jump into some questions from one person.
Yeah.
So we can be sad that nobody else sent us questions.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys have questions, let us know. The ways to contact us are below.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys have suggestions for videos, once we actually start, being able to, make them at a acceptable pace.
Yeah.
Or things, you want to ask our opinion on things or anything like that. Do you put the subreddit below as well?
Yeah, it's down here now.
Sticky a thread.
Sticky a thread for the next ClubCast, and you can post whatever you want to in there. Questions, topics. Please, not anything, but questions, topics, that kind of thing. We look at it. We do. We're just really sad that there's only like 7 people. But that's all right. So we don't have any Reddit questions. We don't have any questions from YouTube. We just have Twitter questions this week.
Okay.
And they both come from 2-Bit Jesus. Which, funny story, I heard his name mentioned in the last completely unnecessary podcast with Pat and Ian. He got a question in there too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. He asks, what is the retro scene in Kentucky like, and are there any hotspots with good deals and rare games? No. And awful. The flea markets, every now and then I can get a good deal at a flea market because my brother has a booth, not selling games, but he works next to a game selling booth that I can get deals from. Mm-hmm. And really, that's the only place that you can find them every now and then. but they're not very plentiful.
No. That new store that opened up down there where you live is pretty good.
Game Exchange, yeah.
Yeah, that's where I bought a lot of my stuff this past week.
They have good prices. They're not eBay
good
prices.
Good price on old stuff. Their new stuff, like PS3 360 age,
go to GameStop.
and forward is more expensive than GameStop.
Yeah.
So I'm not really sure where the disconnect with that was.
Yeah.
But I was really impressed with everything, like the old stuff.
They were good. They were good prices. I got Four Swords Adventure for GameCube.
Yeah.
Totally
I bought a ton
forgot
of
about
stuff.
Yeah, but I got that. It was like $10 cheaper than eBay prices. So that's cool with a 90-day warranty and 10% off. But other than that, I mean, we've got some game stores locally, but they ask more than eBay prices for carts that are like sun damaged with the labels torn off of them. Somebody's written their name all over it. They're pretty bad condition, and they're wanting eBay prices for it. Where if I'm standing in the store and I can go to eBay and find like a mint copy for less, I'm gonna buy that right there.
Yeah. Half price books is really the only thing here in town.
Yeah.
That's worth going to. There's a chain of stores called Book and Music Exchange as well.
Yeah.
And they have good stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
But they want, full market value.
Yeah. I remember we were in there and they had the big Sega setup, the 32X and the CD or whatever it was off to the side, and they wanted fair price for it, and I kind of wish I'd got it.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing is, like, I will pay full market value if it's something, like, I've been looking for a lot, like, I'm looking for this particular game.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, if it's just something that I would like to own, I'm not going to pay, that much for it.
Yeah. No way. So, as far as that goes, the scene here in Kentucky is pretty bad.
I think the scene in general is not what it was anymore.
No.
I mean, you're not going to a lot of yard sales and finding stuff anymore.
It's on eBay.
Yeah, everything's either on eBay or it's been sold.
Yep.
People know a lot more. People have started catching on that games are worth a little bit.
Yeah.
The problem with them catching on that games worth a little bit is they start charging a lot.
Yeah. And that's what makes the price go up on them.
Yeah. Well, like that guy, he wasn't real willing to haggle
on
those games that I wanted, those Donkey Kong Land games I wanted. He thought his games were worth a lot more than they were.
Yeah, and they definitely weren't.
Yeah.
Worth like $5.
So, I mean, that's just what it is. I mean, every once in a while you'll get something cool.
Sometimes.
I mean, I'm pretty happy with everything I got at that retro store down there.
Yeah.
I guess I apparently paid, full market value for Ys. Which is, and that's the thing, like, it's an RPG that I've literally never seen in person.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently it's only worth $15.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with that.
Yeah, you got 10% off on it. It's no big deal.
Yeah, I got 10% off.
So yeah, and his other question is, do you think Sony is getting too comfortable with their global lead?
No, I mean, I think this is just kind of how it works.
Yeah.
No one has had 3 home runs in a row.
Yeah.
Nintendo had the Nintendo, then the Super Nintendo, then the Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
Nintendo 64 was not a home run.
It was not.
You can't argue that it was.
It was not a home run.
The PlayStation destroyed the Nintendo 64. Sony had PlayStation, and then they had PlayStation 2.
Yep.
And then they totally botched it with the PS3 release.
The price was outrageous.
Yeah. I mean, it was absolutely crazy. Yeah. That was them. That was Sony getting too comfortable with their global lead.
Yeah. Like, people love us. They'll pay $600 for this.
Yeah. You want an example of Sony getting too comfortable with their lead? That's the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
Which it eventually caught up to Xbox 360.
Mm-hmm.
So it wasn't like a horrible thing. Microsoft the Xbox did okay. I mean, the Halo really pushed it out. 360 killed.
Yes, it did. Gangbusters.
And then they were too comfortable with their lead and totally screwed up with the Xbox One.
Yep.
So I don't think Sony's getting too comfortable. They need some more games to come out.
Yep, that's what's stopping me from buying it.
All of the exclusives for this year, I think, have been pushed to 2016. So they have one more exclusive that I can think of right now coming out. And I honestly can't even remember the name of it. It's like some horror game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's made by... It's either made by or inspired by... it's this game called Heavy Rain.
Yeah.
That's like really awesome. So it comes out like August or September or something. Sony's in a really good position.
Oh, yeah, they
are. Because it's kind of the same position the Xbox 360 was in. It's in the lead so high, everyone's buying the cross-platform games on its system now.
Yeah.
Instead of the Xbox. The Xbox doesn't have any killer apps either. I mean, unless there's a lot of stuff that comes out at E3. Master Chief Collection still isn't 100% working. They did just release ODST for free for people who played Master Chief in a very certain, like, 2-week window after release or something like that.
Oh, that's terrible.
So, like, you can't go out and buy the Master Chief Collection right now and get ODST for free.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Yeah. They had Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah.
If anything, I don't think it's Sony getting too comfortable. I think it's Microsoft just continuing to lag behind.
Yeah.
They've got Halo 5 coming out this year. I don't give a crap. Halo 4 was awful.
I don't care.
Maybe Quantum Break will come out. The guys that made Alan Wake's game.
Yeah.
Which would definitely be on my list of reasons to actually buy an Xbox One.
Uh-huh.
But no, I don't. It's not Sony getting too comfortable. It's just this first real batch of games that were made specifically for this system. Taking a little while to make, just like anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to be upset about someone delaying a game, or I'll use a Sony specific example. The Last Guardian, they've been working on since the PS2, I think. So it still isn't out.
Yeah.
And it probably will never come out. I mean, Duke Nukem Forever took 15 years.
Yeah, it did.
Final Fantasy 15 was originally announced as a PS3 game. I don't even remember how many years, like 7, 8 years ago.
Yeah, nice.
So, it's just, there's nothing coming out right now just because that's how the cycle works.
Yeah.
But there'll still be plenty of cross-platform games like, whatever Assassin's Creed 89 or whatever number they're on. So
as long as it doesn't blow like the other one, I mean, not as long as it doesn't tank and not work at all.
Oh, I would love for it to actually absolutely tank and them to have to take a break from the Assassin's Creed series.
Yeah, they just come out one after another after another.
It's at least one a year.
It's like Call of Duty used to be.
Yeah, Call of Duty's going down too. Their sales numbers are a lot lower than they used to be.
Well, people are sick of it.
So, I mean, it's the same thing they did with Guitar Hero. They just did it every year and ran it into the ground.
And then when Guitar Hero broke out in like Aerosmith and Green Day and 80s and 90s, and they came out like every month.
And man, all you have to do is postpone that stuff to every other year.
Yeah.
Instead of every year. And people will just be coming chomping at the bit. And people, it's all about, it's like any other. It's kind of starting me off on a whole new tangent.
He's getting flustered.
It's just like any other corporation. It's all about short-term profits instead of long-term growth.
Yeah.
So they can pump these game outs year after year after year for 6, 7 years, and then goodbye franchise.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that's about all I have, other than my computer apparently wants to upgrade to Windows 10.
You should probably not do that.
No, I'd probably destroy my computer. I bought this computer when we were in college, and it still works. So.
Nice. Well, if that is all you have, that is also all that I have. And that will do it for this episode of ClubCast. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up and a subscribe. And everything else is down at the bottom. You want to get with us, check out the Reddit, which is what?
r/VGBC.
And you can check us out on Twitter. We've got everything else possible. It's all down there in the description. Just check it out if you want to find us elsewhere on the internet.
Yeah. And I do, before we go, I do just want to say, if you haven't checked out Clay's Flintstone video, give it a check.
Thank you.
It's pretty awesome. Also, as well, I don't see why you would be watching this if you haven't seen our Earthbound video. Our Earthbound video is really great.
Yep.
Look forward to, in the near future, our DuckTale video.
It is being edited right this minute, so yay.
As well as I will have my first solo video, Final Fantasy Adventure for the original Game Boy up very soon as well.
Very soon. That's very vague.
So, yeah. So, well, I mean, I want to say it's going to be like in the coming days, but then my computer could completely delete everything again.
We'll just say soon, so
yeah,
so we're safe.
But yeah, so there's some more content coming your way soon.
Oh yeah, a lot of
like you said, let us know all your questions, or like even if you just want to start a thread on the subreddit and talk about a game that you really like.
Go for it. We'll join you.
If it's one we've talked about, we'll tell you our opinion too. Or if it's one we've played, we'll tell you our opinion too. If not, I mean, that's a great way to suggest something to us.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I guess that's actually all I have.
Now you're finished.
Yeah, now I'm done.
All right. With that, everyone, thank you all for watching and listening, and we will see you all in the next one.
See ya. Thanks for watching our video. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we know you all are busy, and we love that you've taken time to hang out with us for a little while.
While you're here, why don't you check out some of our other videos we've made? You kind of owe us now.
And we have a website that you can browse through too, if you want to.
You can also check us out on Twitter and Facebook. All those links are right here, so it's easy.
If you want to see more stuff from us, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already, and also leave this video a big thumbs up. That would be super awesome. Well, until next time, take care everyone.